Welcome to Transmissions, where we talk all Hasbro, Takara, and third-party Transformers. On this episode, XM Studios has some impressive G1 statues coming soon, Newage Toys is back with another legend-scaled classic Autobot, and rumor has it we might be seeing a Studio Series Megatron figure from the Bumblebee movie, and he wasn't even in it. Today is Wednesday, October 18th, 2023, and this is episode 560 of Transmissions.
Welcome to Transmissions, the podcast that will give itself con crud just to feel like it was part of TFCon Orlando this weekend. I'm your host, Charles, aka Big C, and I'm joined by the excellent Transmissions team. Jeremy, aka Yakko.
Hey, how's it going?
And Daryl, the Cybertronian Beast.
Hey, look at us all back together again. Can we do like our anniversary show now? 10 years! Woo! Let's talk Transformers.
All right, and that is not a simulation. That is the real Daryl. We're still working on Daryl. So we're tweaking it a little bit, giving a little bit more training data, and it'll be you'll be ready to go for next time Daryl's out. So you gotta catch up on last week's episode, Daryl, if you missed it. So
I heard you had a special guest.
We did. And it wasn't Ant. Ant was the other special guest.
All right.
So, yeah. Anyway, we start off every show by thanking our Donatreons, those lovely people who support us on Patreon and PayPal. Thank you all so much for continuing to support the show. We really appreciate it. It's because of you that we can do awesome things like go to TFCons and get our own custom comic that we can give to all of you out there. So thank you for all your support, and thank you for continuing to listen and watch us. We really appreciate it. If you'd like to become a Donatron, just go to transmissionspodcast.com/support. That's where you can help us out. Of course, as a Donatron, you get some bonus content. We've got episodes of our bonus show, We Like Big Bots, and that's available on our Patreon page. Got 10 episodes up there. Daryl and Dr. Pants will someday give us an 11th episode. We'll see if that happens sometime soon. I know I've been promising that for almost a year now. So
has it been that long?
I think it has. I think we might have to drop this promo.
That's amazing. We like big bots. When did we do the last one? This is going to bug me now. I gotta check. November 9th.
1 year anniversary of the last big bots.
At this point, you should definitely declare a season 2.
Yes. 10 more episodes. Hey, yep. I mean, this is prestige TV here, right?
Fair enough.
Yeah, 1.5.
Yeah. Speaking of prestige content, we've got episodes of our Transformers live play RPG podcast, Empire of Rust. So that we've wrapped up season 2 last month, and we are currently doing a special bonus episode called episodes called the Rustford Files. So we just had episodes 1 and 2 out, and next week will be episode 3 of that special podcast. Of course, you can also listen to all the bonus versions of previous episodes of Empire of Rust on our Patreon page. And you can listen to the main story and podcast at transmissionspodcast.com/rust. For our friends at toyhacks.com, we have a promotion that's been going on for a while where we have a coupon code that will give you 15% off all your orders at toyhacks.com. The code changes every month. So for the month of October, we're using the code Skybound for obvious reasons. So go to toyhacks.com, use that code Skybound, and get 15% off all your orders for any labels that you want to get for your Transformers sticker. You get for your Transformers, put those stickers on. And Also, if you want to enter our contest for getting a $10 gift code at toyhacks.com, just send an email to contest@transmissionspodcast.com and just send us a picture of a Transformer you'd like to get some stickers for, and you'll be entered into the monthly drawings where you can get, win that $10 gift code at the end of the month. You can also be a Donatron that automatically enters you. So, you can do that too. So do it. And of course, lastly, we have to mention our Skybound Transformers #1 exclusive cover, art by EJ Sue. It's available right now. It's been, we've been selling it for a while. Lots of people have already gotten theirs already. So you can put in your order on our website, transmissionspodcast.com/comic. We've still got issues of our 2016 Transformers Till All Are One from IDW that we also had a custom cover for as well. A lot of people are buying the bundle because you get a discount on that cover when you buy the new Skybound one. So we've still got a bunch left. So if you are interested in getting that cover, pick it up. Got one right here. Comes bagged and boarded.
That could be yours if the price is right.
It ain't the price ain't changing. So. All right. Well, let's get into some toy talk with quick hits.
All right, and we are starting off this week by talking about a new figure from Newage, and this is their H49 Hammond, and this is a G1 Wheeljack. This is Legend Scale. Newage, I mean, I shouldn't even have to mention anymore. If Newage is the company behind it, it's going to be a Legend Scale figure. This is a G1 styled Wheeljack. And it is a they're doing this one, they're doing a build a figure with these figures. So Wheeljack here is going to come with the arm of their H54 Frankenstein. So I don't know whether they're going to show it in any of these pictures. No, it doesn't look like they do. Oh yes, they do. Yeah, the one with all his little accessories here. You have there you go. So that's the picture with the arm of Frankenstein. So cool. That's I think that's Autobot Spike. I think we've talked about this before. So yeah, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Frankenstein, funnily enough, is in the public domain, so you can use the name Frankenstein. So there you go. But yeah, very cool figure. Looks great. G1 Wheeljack. In Legend Scale from Newage.
Very cool. Next up, we have the Super 7 has revealed their latest Super Cyborg, and it is Optimus Prime, but a clear red version. So I think we have. Well, this isn't really red, the whole thing, but so it's the translucent red and clear pieces and a removable chest that exposes the Cybertronian inner workings and his ion blaster. This was available at New York Comic Con for $85, and post New York Comic Con purchase details are supposed to be available soon. I think this looks really cool. If you're into that Super Cyborg look, it'll match up with your other figures from that line.
Can I pose a question quickly? Are these popular? Do people like these? I see them around. They make them all the time, and I don't know a single person that's bought one. If you are listening to the show and you have one of these and you are a big fan of these Super Cyborgs, let me know why. I'm curious.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good question. I think the thing is, it's just casual fans that are into the other Super Cyborg stuff or that style. I don't know.
Okay.
Transmissionspodcast.com/feedback.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next up, we have some leaked images of what appears to be a prototype for a Studio Series version of Megatron from the Bumblebee movie. We did previously see some box art that indicated that there was a design for Megatron for the Bumblebee movie that was never used in the actual movie. But looks like now with these prototype images that there was actually a toy design built, and maybe they're actually going to produce this and put it out. I wonder like what their explanation is for giving a Studio Series figure that was not in the movie that it is from. So I'm curious what the explanation will be. Um it it does, I mean, it looks interesting. At least the Megatron body design looks interesting, but I am having a problem with the face, the weird, like, he looks like an old man with wrinkles or something. I don't know what the aesthetic is with the face. I know Jeremy, you're muted.
Jeremy.
Sorry, I was thinking it's an amalgamation between the movie style and the G1 style.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but by the time he gets to Transformers 2007, he's lost his helmet.
Yeah, so I guess we'll see if this actually comes out. But I mean, I understand trying to blend G1 and the like the Bay movie style, but the face is not working for me. So, but I mean, who knows if this is actually ever coming out?
What if he had a faceplate? Would that make it better for you?
No, that's only for Optimus Prime. Megatron does not have a faceplate.
So picky.
All right. The next thing is we have pre-orders available now for Transformers Masterpiece MPM-11D Autobot Ratchet. So this is the movie line. This is Ratchet. This is a pre-order for $169.99 on Hasbro Pulse. And I mean, it's Ratchet from the movie. This is for, this is specifically for Transformers Dark of the Moon Ratchet. And it looks pretty good. I mean, if this is a movie that you're into, this is this is a figure that you might want to have on your list. I've spent a lot of time recently watching a lot of reaction videos to people reacting to the 86 movie, and they're all super young. So the live action movies are their G1, and these are the figures for them. This is it's been interesting to see that kind of dichotomy between the two fan bases. But it's this is a really cool figure. Masterpiece level is I mean, it's Masterpiece level. Everyone knows it's the best level you can get for mainline, and Ratchet is an overlooked figure when it comes to mainline. So there you go. Get a Masterpiece movie Ratchet.
All right. Next up, we have from XM Studios a G1 RC 1/10 scale statue. This is been revealed at Pop Toys Show Singapore 2023, and it's got their normal highly detailed style, and RC, as you can see here, is sculpted in pretty dynamic pose and roughly 80-ish centimeters tall. So it's, I don't know what that is in real units, but that's
in
pretty
Neanderthal
big.
Units.
Yeah.
You said 80 centimeters?
Well, roughly. I mean, the thing here says
that's
like
huge.
The base is like 30 and then 52.
It's 31 and a half inches.
Wow.
Fucking huge, man.
Yeah. So, I mean, you can see in the pictures here, it's very detailed. She has like her glasses from the movie, and I mean, I think this looks really nice. I mean, if you're into the statues, and I saw in there that there's also a car obviously she doesn't transform into the car, but there's a limited run of 149 units worldwide, and it costs 1,299 Singapore dollars, which is approximately 947 US dollars. So if you are in the high-end statue market, this is for you. And I would like you to also go to transmissionpodcast.com/feedback and just kind of tell us your experience with these types of figures, because this is not anything any of us are collecting.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like somebody, like especially on the car mode there, somebody went to town with a liner pen and just kind of went overboard.
Yeah.
I don't think that sniper rifle is G1 for RC.
I mean, you read the comics, Charles?
That's not G1 either. That's IDW. That doesn't count.
RC can do everything.
That's true. Okay, well, if one high-end statue from XM Studios wasn't enough, you can get a second one. This is G1 Prowl, also a 1/10 statue, and this is selling for slightly pricier than RC. It's 1,599 Singapore dollars, which is approximately $1,166. So this is also going to be sold for running 149 units. So just as much as RC. It's 86 centimeters tall with the base. So a little bit bigger than the RC statue. It also comes with a car mode prowl as well for display. All the same, lots of similar features to the RC statue: light up eyes, multiple hands and arms to switch out for different poses. So it's this one is, I mean, if you are a fan of G1 Prowl, this is a very representative figure. Although I don't know about he's got the riot gear here, so he's doing some crowd control as he's living up to his cop alt mode here. But this is a really nice looking figure. Of course, these statues are not cheap, so but I guess if you if you really want it, and there's only 149 in the world, it's something unique. Yeah, and you got to be a completionist, right? So if you get the RC, you got to get this one, right?
I mean, what's a couple $1,000 between friends?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, this is definitely not for us, but for all the super rich Transformers fans out there who are getting these statues. There it is. And I guess if you're living in Asia too, because since it's coming out of Singapore.
Right.
All right, and then we're gonna close out here with the newest thing from Meta. Everyone keeps up with Meta, right? This is the newest Meta piece. This is Meta Gate, actually.
Meta Facebook is making a Transformer now.
That's what I thought. This is Meta Gate G-05 Red Fantasy. And this is the Bumblebee movie Shatter. It's a triple changer. This is the color prototype. And there has been a lot of work into this figure over the years. And I'm not sure if this is the same figure we talked about a while ago, but there was a Shatter that was produced in prototype. The wheels looked a little off. This one doesn't appear to have that same problem, but Shatter is one of those figures that they've been working on for a long time. Hasbro couldn't do it. They couldn't produce a triple changer. This is a fully functioning triple changer Shatter from the Bumblebee movie. And to be quite honest, it looks great in all three modes. If you are a fan of the Bumblebee movie and you were kind of let down by the fact that Shatter you had to have two toys to complete Shatter, this is something you might want to consider. We don't have any pricing information. We don't have a lot of information other than the size. Robot mode is going to be 27 centimeters tall, So again, in your Neanderthal measurements, it's going to be about 11 inches. 11 inches, Charles. You know what that is.
Yeah, it's 27 centimeters. You just said it. Yes.
28. And car mode will be about 22.5 centimeters long. And that is, it's about, just under 9 inches. And the jet mode will be 30.5 centimeters long. So, just about 12 inches. So on that one, they're expecting it to be released early next month, which is kind of crazy, seeing as we really haven't heard much about this thing. And I'm just going to take a quick peek here.
Orlando's probably going to have something about it.
Metagate. All right. There's nothing on the Metagate's side over on Big Bad, so there's really nothing here about it. But honestly, this is pretty cool. If you take a look at all these pictures, really, it looks fantastic in all three modes.
They did such a great job hiding the car mode. Like you can see in the car mode how the wheels kind of fold up. Like there's a panel to hide the front wheels.
Yep.
Such a good job.
Honestly, the accessories are shown in the first picture there. You have a stand for it in jet mode. You have 2 different sets of missiles because it's a jet. You got to put missiles on it. There's some other piece which I can't really tell what it is. It's not it doesn't look like it's important for really anything here. And then you've got the arm cannon, which is just the weapon. So there's no real parts forming going on here, which is nuts. So, it's possible. Hasbro could have done it. I don't know what this is going to cost. Maybe it's just out of price range, but it is possible. A company has done it. And it's likely
also can hold the missiles in car mode.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, I see it here in the back. Yeah. Very good. Yeah. No, it looks, this looks fantastic. And, I am very impressed by this. So yeah, I mean, there are certain limitations. I give Hasbro a lot of shit. There are certain limitations that Hasbro has to abide by, and doing something like this probably blew past those. So they just gave up and just said, we're going to just do 2 figures for it. In that case, they shouldn't have made Shatter a triple changer. So, that's just a simple choice. But this is a triple changing figure for a modern live action movie, which is insane. So kudos to Metagate, whoever the hell is behind this figure. I am very, very impressed. So yeah.
This is the one that was voiced by Angela Bassett, right?
Yeah. So
they can get a voice chip and put her voice in there and complete the infringement of copyrights.
I can't imagine there's room for it, but yeah, could just break all of the rules.
No, this is really impressive. Yeah, I mean, how nicely each mode hides the other modes is really cool. My only tiny nitpick is that the jet looks a little squat, not as sleek, but that's a minor nitpick.
The jet in real life would dwarf it would dwarf the car. So yeah, it's just there's some suspension of disbelief here, right? Because in real life these jets are just massive. So
yeah,
there's only a certain amount of material that can be used here in the real world.
Physics has to apply at some point.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all our quick hits. So let's move on to some trips to the store.
The Transmissions Podcast will return after these messages.
All right. Well, trips to the store is, as always, powered by our friends at TeePublic. So if you go to transmissionspodcast.com/TeePublic, that's where you can go to our store and buy some Transmissions merchandise. You can get some shirts, mugs, other stuff with our logos on it. I am not wearing a Transmission shirt this week. I'm wearing my Father's Day dad shirt. Sorry, but we have lots of transmission shirts there. Daryl, that's a Beavis and Butthead shirt, Daryl. That's not transmissions.
I'm not wearing one either.
It's just an awesome shirt. I need to wear
it. But we've got awesome shirts too that we've got at TeePublic, so you can pick out stuff there. Also, you don't have to buy our shirts. You can buy anything from TeePublic. Just use our link, and that will still help out the show. So go there and check them out. All right, now let's check out what we got this week for trips to the store. So I'm going to go first. I just have one thing. I had ordered this a while ago, and it finally came. This was my 4K Steelbook copy of Transformers Rise of the Beasts. So there it is. And comes with a digital copy as well. So, I can put it on streaming because I probably will never play the disc. But I do. For some movies, I just like to have the physical copy. So I ordered this and picked it up. I think unfortunately it did not do as well at the box office as the other Transformers movies, even though I think it was, it was better than the Bay movies, maybe not quite as good as the Bumblebee movie.
It sold toys.
Well, that's the main job, right?
About.
Yeah. But so I'm hopeful we'll get another, like, at least with another Transformers movie in the same style, or going in that direction with Stephen Caple Jr. We'll see. We had that tease of crossover with another Hasbro property at the end of that movie, so But yeah, that's what I got, and maybe I'll put it on this weekend and have a rewatch. Jeremy, what did you get?
All right, well, I was trying to get things organized. I have comics because I got a nice big box from Charles last week that had our comic in it. So I finally have my hands on our variant cover of Transformers #1. You can go to transmissionspodcast.com/comic and get your own. But in there, I also have some of the ratio variants, which I'm probably going to be wrong on some of these artists because I only have the last name on this website here. I have the 10 copy incentive variant here from Arosina.
I thought that was Orlando.
Is it? But this is what TFAW says. So blame them.
I'm just going to look it up now.
Oh, Orlando or Arosina. Orlando's his first name.
Ah, okay.
There we go. We're both right. Let's see. Then I have the 50 copy incentive variant. This is, I believe this is just Daniel Warren Johnson and Mike Spicer, right? No, there's no other thing credited here.
No, I think
no. Yeah, there's another initial here. I don't know whose initial that is, but well, I'm sorry I can't credit you because I don't. TFAW doesn't have it listed. That one's they're selling retail for $45.
That is Francis Manipool.
Oh, Francis Manipool. Okay, that's a pretty well-known artist. Hasn't done a lot of the books I've read, so sorry about that. And then I have here the Cliff Chang. This is the 25 copy variant. I really like this one too. This one is pretty reminiscent of some of the Transformers art I like.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have the 100 variant as well. And we talked about this one last week. So not as high on the art on that one.
Ian Bertram,
yes. And I sorry, it's just something about it. I don't know. It kind of resembles some of the. I can't remember what it was. I don't know. Just some of the art. I just not a fan of it.
Gives off a what is it? John Romita Jr. style to me.
Yeah, I think that might be it. I'm not a big fan of him.
No, neither am I.
All right, but that is all I got this week.
All right. And Daryl, you're back from outer space. So did you bring a bunch of Transformers with you?
Well, I'm not sure if you heard, but Transformers got a new comic a couple weeks back. And I have not received a package from anybody. So I've just been having to shop on my own.
The tracking
If we-
says it was transferred to a moose.
So
By the time this
everything-
show goes up, you'll have them. So put it out on social media so they know that I'm not withholding them from you.
That's right. It's all coming, and anyone here in Canada will be getting stuff from me. So there you go. I got cover A of the book. Probably could have just asked Charles to send it to me because I think we've got a few of these. I got cover B with the Autobots. I got a cover C with the Decepticons. I got cover E, the Orlando Encina, whatever his name is. This is a 4-issue connecting cover of the 1 in 10 variants. So if you are out there and you want to get the 1 in 10 variants, then you will have a larger image when they all are laid side by side by side. So there you go. I got a blank cover because I'm crazy and I like buy blank covers.
I showed off 3 blank covers last week.
Blank cover.
There's 2 for Daryl so far. There's 3 for Daryl.
I got 3, so that's all I bought. I just bought 3 of those.
Hold all 3 up at the same time. Make sure you're not showing the same one over and over again.
That's right. Yeah, because that would be something that I would do. There you go. So yeah, I did do 3 because we do spend a lot of time at Transformers conventions. So getting Transformers artists to do their Transformer thing is fun. I think it was last week, probably not, probably the week of the release of the Transformers #1 Void Rivals. They put out a additional printing of issues 1 and 2, and so I picked those up as well because they are connecting covers, and they are, I'm trying to show them here together. So this is a 4th printing of #1 and a 3rd printing of #2, and 1 has Skyfire on it and 2 has the Skuxoid on it, but they are a conjoined cover as well. So yeah, so that's a lot of comics that I picked up in the last little while. I'm going to show this off because I spent a lot of money on this one, and this is not Transformers related, but everyone else seems to do it, so I'm going to do it. This is Vengeance #1. I've been looking for this book for a long, long time. It's a Marvel book. This is the first appearance of America Chavez, and she is going to make a very big run in the next little bit of Marvel. So the Marvel movies. So that book's going to be worth a lot of dough. Better, unless she's terrible. Yeah. I picked up this figure. This was at the store, and I'm like, this looks like a very cool figure that I normally wouldn't get because it would have to come with a second part. Like it came in a dual 2-pack, and I think Jeremy has it. This is Senator Ratbat. So
Nice.
yeah, I got this, and I'm like, oh, this is the sweep mold or Scourge mold, and yeah, so I'm messing with that, and it's a really good figure. There you go. Yeah, so it's pretty cool, and I like it. I don't have the Megatron. I didn't want it. I have that Megatron like 4 or 5 times now, so I'm like, I'll just take the Senator Ratbat, and it'll be fun. It's a good figure. I like it.
The colors
And
on
it's
it are really good. The gold.
they
the
are.
purple.
They're great. Another purple figure that I got, and this is the last thing I have for this week. This showed up, and I picked this up while I was away for work for 2 days. I went to a Walmart to get something for work, and I was like, I'm just going to check the toys, and in it was the retro Skywarp. So
Nice.
This is the Transformers the movie retro reissue of Skywarp, and this completes my Seekers of the retro reissue. So I have Starscream, Thundercracker, and Skywarp now, and it's cool. They've changed the box art though. This is the first time they're using the shuttle hole in the shuttle kind of backdrop. The image of Skywarp in robot mode and jet mode is the exact same, in the exact same positioning on the box too, but the background is different. They have the busted shuttle there, so from the movie, but looks cool. Yeah, so G1 Seekers are very cool. I'll likely buy them every single time I can because they're just awesome. So yeah, so there you go. That's my haul.
Cool. All right. Well, that's all for trips to the store. So let's move on with the rest of the show.
We now return to the Transmissions Podcast.
Okay, let's go on with convention news.
All right, we have with TFCon Orlando coming up right around the corner, we have some exclusives revealed. The first one here is the Chosen Prime and Fans Hobby have put up the next figure in the line they've collaborated on. This is Marksman. This is Fans Hobby MB23B. This is another European G1 homage, and it's based on the Predator Jet Talon, and this is their version of a G1 Predator Jet. I think the colors look really good on this, and see, do we not have any of the other pictures? I don't think we do. So I think this is the only picture we have right now, and I'm sure once TFCon happens, we'll have a lot more pictures, but based on their previous figures, this is just going to be excellent. And I'm sure Daryl's hating that he's not going to be there to get it, but his wallet and his wife are not hating it.
Yeah. I mean, it looks really good. I have the original Predator Jet Talon. So it'd be cool to have them side by side, but it's one of those figures that I'm like, I don't really need it. There are some of the other ones that I'd probably jump a lot faster at, but this thing looks fantastic. And I really like the gun that they've done. So they've kind of really done a really good job on that Predator gun. So
was the original one gold plastic?
There's some debate about that. I say yes, but some people say no. I mean, it breaks super easy. So yeah, it's like it's made of gold plastic, but it doesn't have the flake in it that made it really brittle. So yeah.
Well, this one I'm sure is not going to have any of those problems.
No, it looks painted.
Yeah, and this is limited to 650 pieces worldwide, and will be $150 at TFCon.
It's a good price.
Mm-hmm. Next up, we have from Make Toys, the next remaster series. This is their MTRM EX07 Slipstorm, which is their version of Slipstream. And is this supposed to be animated homage? I mean, based on the logo.
Yeah, I think so.
But, yeah. This is going to be $159.99 and limited to 300 pieces worldwide. And it's basically just one of the, I don't know what figure it's based off of, but it's a G1 Seeker done in purple. So it looks really good. I like the purple and the teal works really well together.
Looks like Thrust. The wings look like Thrust.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if they've changed the mold at all. I'd highly doubt they did, because it would be a lot of work. But obviously, with Slipstream being a female character, there would be some differences to the body shape. But This mold has been getting used quite a bit in the last little while. It seems like every TFCon has a new exclusive Seeker. Slipstream's popular character, so I'm happy to see them doing it. But it doesn't look like they've changed the mold at all. So it looks like it's literally just a paint job that they gave this thing.
Which is, I mean, you have a Seeker mold, you're not going to do much to change it.
No.
All right. At New York Comic Con this past weekend, Funko Pop had some exclusives with their Freddy Funko character dressed as Soundwave. They had a regular one that was limited to 4,000 pieces and a metallic version that was limited to 500 pieces. And I'm sure, as with most Funko exclusives, they probably went super fast.
Mm-hmm.
My one New York Comic Con experience, the Funko booth was the hardest one to get into in terms of exclusives because the line was just forever. But we have pictures here of their Freddy Funko character as, various characters, including Soundwave there at the bottom. And yeah, I mean, so if you're a Funko collector, I'm sure you're trying to get in on that.
Paging Mike Blanchard.
Yeah. And finally, here in convention news, we have another New York Comic Con thing here with some pictures from the Robeson booth with Transformers. They had the upcoming trailer. Or I guess, has it been released? Can't remember.
Yeah, that's been released.
Okay, yeah. So this is the trailer for their Optimus Prime that is also completely RC controlled as well. And you can see some of the lights inside there. And there's Roller. So they had their basically everything on display here, including their limited edition gold version of the Optimus Prime. And that just it looks really good, but I think I see a little bit of, is that flaking up here? That worries me.
Looks like it.
So it looks like they just painted the red one gold. That's fantastic. And then we have here the Grimlock, which I wanted to show. Apparently
I wonder if they're going to make us.
But what?
I wonder if they're going to make a smaller trailer for the smaller Optimus robot now.
I'm sure they will. And these are just some of their other figures that are not transforming, like this movie Optimus Prime.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they do really, really good work, but it's so pricey. And then just the fact that you turn it off and it just kind of flops down. So we have here the stand that they have that kind of holds it so you can kind of display it without it flopping. To me, it looks a little bit like a Roomba with the stand. So anyway, that's their booth. So I'm sure they will have another transforming figure probably in another year or so. But that really wish I could have gone to New York Comic Con. That was a really fun show to go to.
Yeah, looks cool. All right, well, that's all our convention news, and that'll take us to the end of this episode of Transmissions. As always, at the end of every show, we give a shout out to our masterpiece donatrons. These are the folks who continue to support the podcast at our highest level on Patreon, and that's why they deserve a mention in every episode. So thank you once again to John Forex Levingood and Demon Tech 82. You guys are awesome. And Jeremy, Daryl, you guys are awesome too. So it's good to have the core group back in the back virtually together for once in a while, in a long time, and have fun. So I think we'll continue this discussion over in alt mode in a couple days. So everyone stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching this episode of Transmissions. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Later.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Transmissions. If you'd like to join the conversation, travel to our Discord channel at transmissionspodcast.com/Discord. Want some cool transmission swag? Feast your eyes on our transmissions gear at transmissionspodcast.com/shop. If you'd like to support our podcast, go to transmissionspodcast.com/support or tell your friends about our show. We'll see you next time.